Mega Meganium is the glow-up of the century. What was once considered the worst starter Pokemon suddenly became really powerful thanks to its unique ability Mega Soul, which treats all of its moves as if it were under direct sunlight, meaning that you could immediately use fire-type weather balls, solar beams that hit really hard, and even heal yourself with synthesis for 66% of your HP. And so now that Meganium is no longer the worst starter Pokemon, I think we can all agree on who is exactly the worst starter Pokemon. Today I am using a Cursed Mega Meganium. This allows me to boost my attack and my defense, and with max special defense, I should be able to tank a lot of hits on the special side. Synthesis allows me to further boost my longevity thanks to Mega Soul, and I can even fire off some powerful solar blades without having to worry about recharging. And Earthquake rounds out my coverage on this set. Is it any good? Nope. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, lovely people. My name is SkyLaaa, and this is the team of Pokemon that I will be using for this Mega Meganium video. And if you enjoy these types of videos, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. I get into all kinds of weird shenanigans with all kinds of Pokemon, and I gotta say, I've used a lot of different, interesting Mega Pokemon sets. This might actually be the worst that I've used so far. And that's saying a lot because I've used physical Mega Delphox. The problem is that, oh my god, this Pokemon is weak to so much. But anyway, I'm going to lead off with my Aromatisse against the Sneasler, which goes for the Fake Out turn 1. Now, this is a fully defensive Aromatisse with the Babiri Berry to reduce steel type damage, but thankfully because of my defense, I was able to tank the Dire Claw. I don't get any status like sleep or paralysis either, and the Psychic is just going to be able to get rid of the Sneasler. Oh my gosh, Aromatisse was really interesting because I had this as my Trick Room Pokemon for this team, specifically because my Mega Meganium is not speedy at all. So, Dragapult comes in. They're going to go for the Sucker Punch, and I'm just going to take this as an opportunity for me to set up my Trick Room. So, that was great. I really wasn't expecting to be able to get that off. I mean, Dragapult could have also gone for Phantom Force, but that would have been a 2-turn charging move. And they don't have Power Herb in this game yet either. So, I'm going to bring in my Archaludon, going to take out the Dragapult with the Dragon Pulse. I think I just called it Dragon Pulse, the Dragapult. I meant Dragapult. I said too many words with the same letters, but thankfully, thanks to the Trick Room, I was able to take that out. Now, Mega Kangaskhan comes in, and definitely worried about this thing. So, I'm going to bring in my Aromatisse. Thankfully, the Trick Room is up, so I would be able to outspeed this Pokemon thanks to my Mega Meganium being slower than this. I don't have any speed investment. My Mega Meganium is fully specially defensive because I'm boosting up my defenses with Curse, right? I gotta say, I haven't done any battles in this game in like a month. Just for the record, I haven't played this game at all recently. I've been working on a new type of video that I plan to upload hopefully very soon. So, please stick around for that. I would really appreciate it. It's very different than these battles that I've been doing for basically my whole channel. So, I'm going to go for the Solar Blade. I don't have any attack investment, and Mega Kangaskhan does have some natural bulk to it, so they're going to go for the Ice Punch, and with the Parental Bond, it's actually just going to do over half to me. I get frozen, unfortunately, too, but I believe the Trick Room ran out this turn, so it's not like the freeze really mattered, but I was still able to get off some crucial chip versus this Mega Kangaskhan. And my last Pokemon in the back is my Archaludon. Now, my Archaludon is running Sturdy. This is actually the same team that I used with Mega Feraligatr. And if you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend it. I was using a Hyper Beam Mega Feraligatr. Actually, no, I'm sorry. This is a different team entirely. Never mind what I said. So, Kangaskhan go for the Earthquake. Thankfully, I'm able to live both of the hits. And I thought, well, I outspeed them, but if they have Sucker Punch, that's like really worrisome, right? That would like completely like ruin like this battle for me. But thankfully they don't have Sucker Punch on this set. I'm able to go for the Dragon Pulse and take out the Mega Kangaskhan. So Mega Meganium got a total of 1 attack off. It got a Solar Blade, but the Solar Blade chip was actually really important. I promise that I'm able to. It's really hard to get Mega Meganium to work. Actually, I think this team did originally have Mega Feraligatr on it, but I switched it to 1 Mega because I had so much trouble with this Mega Meganium set. Now, Araquanid is going to lead off, and I was like, this Pokemon is for sure going to be able to get off sticky webs. I don't have any way to remove hazards. Wait, I'm sorry. There's a freaking Hisuian Samurai. Oh my gosh. Can you tell that I haven't narrated in a month? Jeez. Anyway, they missed the Ceaseless Edge. I was like, okay, that's good. I'm going to be able to get off a really powerful Solar Blade versus this Pokemon. The opponent in this second battle has a lot of threats, namely the Arcanine, the Hisuian Arcanine, the Mega Froslass as well. And this Hisuian Samurai is going to take the hit on this Focus Sash. So I was like, okay, well, they're going to go for another Ceaseless Edge. That is going to allow them to set up the layer of spikes. Not that I really have any Focus Sash Pokemon in the back to really worry about that anyway. I'm going to be able to get a 2-hit KO against this Hisuian Samurai with the Solar Blade though. So finally, Mega Meganium is able to get its KO. I just realized without his Mega Stone, would Meganium just be called never mind, that joke doesn't work. Anyway, so Froslass comes in. It is going to be Mega Froslass, and I thought, well, I'm fully specially defensive. I might be able to tank a Blizzard badly and then go for another Solar Blade against this Pokemon. I'm not sure if it would benefit from the defense boost, but they go for the Thunder immediately. I was like, oh my gosh, I have my Araquanid in the back, so maybe they expected that to swap in. Crazy prediction. But I'm just going to be able to go for the Solar Blade. That's really good because they don't set up the Aurora Veil either. So as I go for the Solar Blade, I was wondering just how much damage it would do to this, and it does some great damage. It does over half. Like I said, I probably would have been able to tank a Blizzard very badly. So now they go for the Blizzard and take out my my Meganium. It's important to note that that my Araquanid wasn't going to survive a Blizzard into a Thunder anyway, especially after the Spikes damage. So unfortunately, freaking this Pokemon is so frustrating to deal with. This thing has Destiny Bond, and I'm running a special attacking Araquanid on this set, and the Surf is going to take out the Mega Froslass, but the problem is that the Destiny Bond is also going to take me out. So the last Pokemon that I have is my Archaludon in the back. I'm running a Rain team as well with Pelipper, and I have Aerodactyl, the Choice Scarf Aerodactyl. But the thing is, Hisuian Arcanine hits really powerfully. They have Flare Blitz, and I don't really have Aura Sphere on this set either. And this Pokemon has Rock Head, so it's not going to take any recoil damage. So as I go for the Dragon Pulse, it does over half. But unfortunately, I'm going to be able to get 2-hit KO'd by the Flare Blitz. So the Destiny Bond from, I mean, not sure if this Hisuian Arcanine was Choice Scarfed as well, because by because they could have just easily went for the Head Smash into like Flare Blitz again against my Araquanid, but there was still the possibility that they could have missed a Head Smash. So on to this third game. There's definitely some really scary threats like that Azumarill, the Mega Floette. I was definitely worried about Charizard, depending on whether it was Mega Charizard Y or X. But now I'm going to lead off with my Pelipper here. Now, this is a Focus Sash Pelipper against the Sableye. The Sableye opted to burn me, and I thought, well, that's completely okay. That is going to break my Focus Sash, but it's not like I'm a physical Pelipper anyway. I can just hit this really hard with the Rain-boosted Weather Ball. This is a fully Modest Nature special attacking Pelipper. Takes out the Sableye in one hit. That is a great KO. So, I'm going to take some burn damage, and so now they have the Floette. So I thought, okay, well, I definitely thought that this was going to be Mega Floette, so I just went for the U-turn. I actually outsped it, which is interesting too, so I was like, well, they didn't Mega either, so I wonder what this could possibly even be. They set up the Misty Terrain, so that's going to prevent them from being status, so I thought, okay, that's interesting. I definitely wasn't expecting this Pokemon to go for like Light of Ruin or something. So as I Mega Evolve my Mega Meganium, I thought, well, I could just fire off some Solar Blades. They go for the Light of Ruin this turn. I was really wondering, like, maybe this isn't Mega Floette. Maybe this is just a regular AZ's Floette, which is interesting. So I do tank that. I take that really nicely. It only does like less than half to me. So as I go for the Solar Blade this turn, I'm like, this should do some pretty great damage. Not Mega Floette, just regular Floette has more special defense than defense. So they are able to tank that. But they actually go for the skill swap this turn. I was like, oh no, that actually is so unfortunate because now I'm actually not going to have Mega Soul. And that means that I have to charge my Solar Blade. And also it's raining, which means that Solar Blade is actually going to get reduced in base power. So they go for another Light of Ruin that actually takes them out with the recoil damage. So I thought, Well, shoot, I don't have Mega Soul anymore. That's the whole reason I'm running this Mega Meganium in the first place, which is a really, really good ability. I gotta say, I love the flavor to this. So as they bring in the Charizard, I thought, okay, well, as this Mega evolves, this is definitely going to be their Mega of choice, right? That makes sense. So the thing is about this Mega Meganium is that it is unbelievably difficult to set up. Oh my god, this Mega Charizard X just went for the Heat Wave. Jeez. So the thing is, so many people are using in singles. So many people are using like Sneasler, which is 4 times super effective with Dire Claw. A Mega Gengar could just destroy me with like Sludge Wave or Sludge Bomb. There's a lot of fire types like Charizard, for example. I just get so destroyed by everything. So it is just unbelievably hard to set up. It is the reason why I think it's like the worst Mega Pokemon that I've used so far. Not in terms of like its actual like the actual Pokemon itself, more so the set. It's the worst set that I've used. So anyway, I'm able to take out the Mega Charizard X with the Dragon Pulse from my Archelodon. It actually had Thunder Punch as well, which just one-shot my Pelipper. But that is the end of the third game. Now, this next game is the best game that I've had with this Mega Meganium. If you're enjoying this video, by the way, please consider hitting the like button. I would really appreciate it. It would really help me out a lot. But this is the Mega Meganium game. This is the game that I showcased it in. I was adamant on wanting to have a battle where I got to make the best use of it. So, the opponent is going to lead off with the Lopunny. It's going to be Mega Lopunny. This Pokemon is also really, really threatening. I will say this battle, I got these battles before the Champions update that added like Mega Skull, like not Mega Skullville, Mega Phalanx and Mega Digalgy and all of those other Megas. So, Mega Lopunny goes for the Cotton Guard. I actually one-shot them thanks to the critical hit from the Moon Blast. That is a great KO. Mega Lopunny does get Baton Pass, so I was definitely thinking that they might Baton Pass the defense boost out into something like this Snorlax, for example, which does feel like something that I could actually set up in front of. And as the Snorlax goes for the Amnesia to boost its special defense, I was like, they definitely were planning some heinous Baton Pass stuff with their Mega Lopunny and Cotton Guard. So the crit was actually extremely pivotal. I'm not sure how bulky that Mega Lopunny was. I mean, Mega Lopunny is not exactly the bulkiest Pokemon, but getting the KO with Aromatisse, super helpful. I also used Aromatisse just because nobody uses Aromatisse, and I thought that it would be really interesting to use. The thing about my teams is that I like to use Mega Pokemon in really interesting ways, but I also like to use Pokemon that hardly ever get used. Like Aromatisse is like, I think bottom 10 used Pokemon in this game. Nobody likes Aromatisse. I like Aromatisse. I've grown to like Aromatisse personally. So Snorlax goes for the Ice Punch. I'm like, please don't freeze me like in that first battle. Oh my gosh. But this is a really good opportunity for me to set up curses against this Snorlax. And also, I can make use of Mega Soul Synthesis. And this Snorlax also has Curse as well. And they have leftovers. So this has Curse and Amnesia so far. They definitely have Ice Punch as well. And I'm wondering what the last move is. It has to be some kind of coverage move, like maybe like Earthquake or Body Slam or Crunch. But that tells me that it doesn't have like Rest, which is really good, because then this Pokemon won't be able to recover its health up to full. And it's all about me being able to whittle this Snorlax down as much as I possibly can, while also boosting my attack and defense as much as I possibly can to handle this Snorlax as well. The thing is, they're going for Ice Punches, and that is, like I said, there is a very scary chance that they could freeze me with Ice Punch, which would be catastrophic, because my Pelipper won't be able to take this out. My Aromatisse won't be able to take this out because of the fact that they have the Amnesia boost. So I'm really relying on Mega Meganium to help me versus this Mega Snorlax. Not Mega Snorlax, just regular Snorlax. Oh my gosh, Mega Snorlax. Could you imagine? What ability could Mega Snorlax even possibly have? So they actually go for the Curse. They probably expected me to go for another Curse. So I was like, that's really good. Because my main goal was to just get rid of this Snorlax. Just prioritize getting rid of it or just putting it on a low amount of health. And thankfully, even after the leftovers recovery that this Snorlax was able to get, it's not going to be enough. The Solar Blade is going to take out the Snorlax. Finally, Mega Meganium has a good matchup. And their last Pokemon that they brung is Ditto. And I was like, oh my gosh, if this is Choice Scarf Ditto, they cannot do anything to me. So the Ditto locks itself into Earthquake. That does like nothing, and I'm gonna be able to go for the Synthesis, recover all of my HP. That's the benefit of running something so bulky like this. After like multiple Curse boosts, I just get impossible to KO. And they're gonna forfeit. That is the end of all 4 games. Finally, I was able to make this Meganium get like more than like 1 attack off, thankfully. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is SkyLaaa. Don't forget to smile, and I will see you all next time.